The Canon EOS M50. Great little camera. I have two of these. I've been using them for my YouTube channel for a long time. Very solid, but 4K is super helpful for me. In this case, the Canon EOS M6 Mark II. I'd like another one or two if possible, so I need to sell camera equipment. Here's KH's website. On the top here, we have shopping for used cameras. Great options. You get a warranty usually with the equipment as long as it's up to a certain quality level. I have bought cameras on KH for many years from my Pentax days. I remember getting 85mm f1.4, super hard to find lens. They had one bargain rated, still very nice quality on that lens. Anyways, I'm going to be selling, but they also have trade-in. Let's go to this trade-in thing. In this case, when you do trade-in, you can talk to them in more detail, get an idea of what can work out best. In this case, 10% extra for the trade-in value versus the selling value. In my case, with selling, I've been checking this out and adding some items to the list so I can get a general tally of what's possible. Of course, I would assume you can contact them, email them, and make sure that everything is solid before you move any further on that. But for example, go down to the bottom here of all these things I've been adding. Add another and pick the Canon EOS M50. Make sure it's not the Mark II in my case. That's a little more expensive. Of course, it's newer. So we've got the M50 original. Select that, and then the condition. We can press this little question and it'll tell you about the grading system. So in that case, you can kind of get an idea of what you think your equipment is quality-wise. Again, I've been using these for a long time, but they're in good condition. I have a screen protector, always had a screen protector on them. I have the boxes and everything. I'm not sure if KH cares about boxes, but I will include the box. So like new minus, 97% to 99% of original condition, excellent plus, excellent, and then of course we've got the bargain rating. I tend to buy a lot of the bargain rating stuff. It's still very good. So you can get an idea of what you think your stuff is in that list, and then you pick it in this drop down. So in this case, I'll just say excellent plus. It does have the battery and charger. Add to quote, you get the quote amount, and then you can continue on here. I'm going to do that off camera, but you get the idea. I have done some eBay stuff in the past, haven't had any serious issues, but I remember actually paying money for a guy to get this thing that I sold him and then send it back. Those are a lot of hassles I want to avoid. Time is money in my case, in everyone's case. Just doing something like this is a lot more convenient. I think they're a nice option. Again, they're one of my affiliates. I've been using them for years. Very solid company. I'll be moving on from the M50, but I'll still be continuing for the moment with the EFM cameras. Future Scott from the edit of this video. So I was looking for a sponsor to help out with this whole process of selling some of my equipment and then getting a good amount of value out of it and then transitioning to something else. Didn't work out. KH, B&H, those are the ones that I tried. They are my affiliates. I still like both companies a lot. So in this case, I'm going to attempt to sell the M50s and some of my other gear to them, see how it works out. And I'll do a follow-up video on that. I think I'm going to go with another M6 Mark II. I was thinking about the R7 as like a 2-camera kit with RF lenses and everything, but it would be probably over $5,000. Not going to happen. But I think the M6 Mark II, as with two of them doing 4K video, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, can do crop in and some other stuff that it is definitely a step up from the M50 in that case. And I haven't been using the M50s too much for any type of video stuff, which was the original reason I picked them up. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, KH, nice company, and I'll find out for myself how selling goes to them. Scott Trophy Bonsai. See ya.